I'm the Burke and I do things. And in today's video, I am going to do my mid-month makeup review where I go over a bunch of products I have been trying out the last month or so and let you know my opinions on the makeup products, whether they're the same as my first impressions or they've changed throughout my testing trials. I have complexion products, I have a bunch of eye products, I have a bunch of lip products to review with you guys today. So if that is something you're interested in hearing about, then keep on watching. Let's go. Well, if you just heard that, you would know we're with Luigi, and with Luigi 10 times out of 10, that means we're in trouble. Do you want to come say hi? Here's the baby. The big old baby. Yeah. Are you going to give us trouble today in this video? Do you want to tell everyone that you're really angry that you haven't been fed yet? Even though it's not time to eat? My baby. My naughty, naughty baby. Okay, so I do have one face primer to talk about today. So this is from the brand Rodial, and this is their Soft Focus Glow Drops. I did receive this in my BoxyCharm PR box, and this is a $60 primer. Let's start with that. It's very heavy and weighted. It's in a fancy glass bottle. I actually have used quite a bunch of it. It's like already down to here. It just feels like an oil. Like there's really nothing that amazing about it in my opinion. I don't see $60 worth of value. I just think it feels like I'm putting an oil on my skin before I do my makeup. Like, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. So, like, it's nice, but, like, I would not ever tell anyone to spend $60 on this. And if you are wondering about any of the makeup I'm wearing on my face, it will be linked down below. And also, it will be in tomorrow's Chatty Get Ready with me. So, stay tuned. There are a few new products I'm wearing. I have two foundations to talk about. So the first one I bought in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is the Oma Beauty Say What Weightless Soft Matte Foundation, and I have this in White Pearl T1N. So one of my issues with Oma Beauty is I find it's very hard to shade match. Like I've had the same problem with the concealer. I love the concealer. I just find it hard to shade match. And it's just hard for me to recommend this foundation. For one, different shade ranges have different formulas. And I've heard that the formula with the blue cap is fantastic. But the formula with the blue cap I think is a little darker than the shades with the pink cap. So this is an okay formula. The shade is way too light on me. Way too light on me. So what I wind up doing when I use it is I mix in my number 7 drops to darken it the tiniest bit. But I think it looks okay on my skin, but you know, I've heard Taylor Wynn say that she's tried the blue and the pink cap and she thinks the blue cap is so much better than the pink cap. So maybe if you are in the range of skin tones that fit into the blue cap, this might be great for you. But I don't know, something at the pink cap, it hasn't wowed me and I just feel like it's okay. A foundation I like more than that is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. Now this is one where a little goes a long way. So the Oma Beauty one is very lightweight and watery. This one pump really is like all I need for my face. If I go in with more than a pump, I do find that it doesn't build up really well. One of my issues with this foundation, which is common with many foundations, even like the foundation I'm wearing right now, it has a lot of trouble sticking on my nose. For some reason, like that is always my trouble spot, having foundation stay on my nose. I do have that problem with this foundation, but considering the price of this, I think it's $16. I got it on sale for like $11, I think. I think it's really nice. I do think it's good. Is it my all-time favorite foundation in existence? No, but I do think it's a really good product. I have a bunch of eyeshadows. Let's start with these two singles. This first single came in a Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. This is from Il Makiage, and this is their Eyes on the Prize Color Boss single shadow. This is a very expensive single shadow, and here's my problem with it. So the actual shade, like when you swatch it, it looks amazing. Like how beautiful does that look? I do not find that it looks like this when you put it on your eyes. I find that it looks like a very basic shimmer shade on your eyes. I find that it creases, which I don't really have that problem with eyeshadow typically. I find that it fades, like it does not last, and I feel like it's just a product that swatches well, but does not actually perform well, which is, you know, why they say don't trust a swatch, but I don't know. This did not make me want to go out and try more Il Makiage eyeshadows for sure. On the other hand, I did have this single eyeshadow in last month's favorite. This is the Essence Melted Chrome in the shade Ironic. Now this is a very wet feeling formula, and I have heard people say it's very similar to the ColourPop Super Shock formula, which I'd have to agree with. So this is the shade Ironic. Like, that is so pretty. And I find that it lasts really well on my skin. And I feel like you can even tell how much more like metallic it is than the Il Makiage shade. It's absolutely beautiful. It is $5, which is the same price as a Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. So if you see a shade that you like in it and you really do like the Super Shocks, I think you would really enjoy this. It does just make an eye look just really come together, I think. All right, now I have a couple eyeshadow palettes. The first one I have is from e.l.f. and this is their new holiday palette that they came out with this year. I am very disappointed in this palette. I'm a big fan of e.l.f. eyeshadows. I have their holiday palettes from last year. I really like them, but this to me just was not the palette of the year in any way. I find that the colors are all very similar, and then the shimmers are mainly like toppers, and they don't really have like much pigmentation at all, and they fade, they don't last well. Like, I used this green shade in my first impression video and the green just faded away to gray, I feel like. And for $10, I think you don't do it and you buy 3 of the quads for $9, and you would be a lot happier with the quality than with this holiday palette. The next palette I want to talk about, I did receive in my BoxyCharm PR, and this is the Spanglish palette from Alamar. This was one I was really excited about, and I think it's good. I think it performs the same as the original palette from Alamar Cosmetics, but it's just not my color story. So it's hard for me to love this palette. I almost wish that there was, I don't know, it isn't for me. And I know that there are people that this is going to be for who really like purples and pinks. I don't think that purple and pink is very flattering on my skin tone a lot of the time because of how pale I am. I find that they come off a little bit deadly looking, shall we say. But I mean, like, I'll swatch a couple of these shimmers because they are pretty and they have a really nice like reflect to them. I wouldn't say they're all-time favorite colors for me. I did do one look where I had this all over my lid, and I think it looked really pretty because it does have these like micro glitters in it that are like purple, and it looks really cool against the red. It's just, it's not an everyday palette specifically for me, and I did want to purchase this, so I'm glad that I got it in BoxyCharm and was able to say like, well, I'm glad I didn't spend my money on it. Now, an eyeshadow palette I absolutely love, and like, I know after like 2 weeks of using it, is this Lorac mini palette, and this is their sparkling palette. This is my first time ever using Lorac eyeshadows, and oh my goodness, let's see, should I do some swatches on the other hand? This is the formula I've always wanted. This is the palette I've always wanted. It is so user-friendly for someone like me who is not the greatest at eyeshadow. So these are the shimmer shades. Like that light one, the way the light hits it, it does things for me. I could see replacing the Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette as one of my favorites because this palette I feel like is even more catered to me than that one. And I can't stop using it. It is just so good. I do have an eyeliner, and this is from Makeup Revolution, and this is their, I think it's called the Fierce Flick eyeliner. I'm not a fan of this. So if you saw my first impression, you would know this like exploded ink all over me in that video. That never happened again after. However, the actual, let's see if I can get a, the actual formula, in my opinion, is very, very shiny, and it's very hard to get it to cover any eyeshadow when you put it on. And I always find, especially if I have a shimmer on my lid and I put this over the shimmer, that the shimmer still shines through on top of how shiny this eyeliner is. And to me, I was just really disappointed because I did hear people recommending it, so I had higher hopes for it, and it just did not do it for me. So I have 3 mini mascaras to review right now. So the first one is a free sample I got from Sephora. This is the Huda Beauty mascara, which is a 2-ended mascara. For some reason, they include it in 2 little foil packets, but I have thoughts. So the first end is called the Curl and Length End, which this one kind of reminds me a bit of Benefit Roller Lash. I actually don't mind this. I don't mind this part of the mascara. I think this one is fairly good if you like roller lash. However, the volume side, anytime I use it, and I've used these two formulas separately on their own, I've used them combined many times. Anytime I use the volume side, the flaking on my face is truly out of control. So, seeing as when you buy this mascara, you're buying it together, I cannot recommend it because of how much I dislike the volume side personally. So this is not something I'd recommend. The next mascara is one I tried in my makeup I have had forever and never used, is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang, and I like this. I would totally rate this mascara as a mascara I like, but I don't love. When it comes to Benefit mascaras, I just really love Roller Lash. I am the most picky when it comes to mascaras out of all makeup products. It is my absolute most picky category. So I just rate this again as something I like. And out of all the mascaras we're talking about today, this is the one that I enjoy the most. This is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I'm pretty sure I got this as a free promo from Sephora. This one has like two different sides to the wand. One side's more dense than the other. I don't know, this might be a tubing mascara. I'm not fully sure what type of mascara this is. I should have researched that before, but here we are. I really like this mascara. I think it's really good. I don't see myself going out and buying it because I like the Thrive mascara so much, and I do have backups of other mascaras in my collection, but this is one where if I did get another sample of it, I would gladly use it because I do think it's really good. It's just, it's not like a home run ballpark, hit it out of the ballpark words. Okay, now I have 4 different lip products to talk about, so I'm gonna wipe these off. Okay, I don't typically review lip balms in this video, but since this was part of a e.l.f. holiday set I was trying out, I figured I'd tell you about my experience with the Ride or Die lip balms. So it comes in 3 scents. It had, and I'm gonna swatch all of them. So the clear option is called Mighty Mint. The more mid-tone option, which is probably my favorite of the 3 shades, is Tough Cookie, and it does smell like cookies. And the darkest option of the 3 is Cheeky Cherry, which does have a bit of a cherry scent. These are very much okay. So it's $5 for one of these, or this set is $10 for the 3. Do I think you need a 3-pack of this lip balm? Not really. It's not to me, I don't find it very hydrating. I find it kind of more of a statement lip balm because, you know, it just like looks juicy or something. I don't really find that it's done anything specific to help with my dry lips. So it's not a product I'd want to go out and repurchase. It's gonna be hard enough going through 3 of these. I think I would rather just spend $5 on 1 than $10 on 3 personally. This is a lip oil that I got in an Ipsy bag. This is from INN Beauty Project, and this is their lip oil in Glaze 1, and I love this thing. First of all, it smells like freaking apples. It smells so good. And it's a lip oil, so it's pretty like lightweight and has a very sheer cover. Very sheer color, and I think it's really good. Like, this is what kind of got me back into the idea of lip oils. I am wearing a new lip oil today because this inspired me to want to try more lip oils. So this is actually one that I would feel very comfortable recommending to people who like something a little glossy, a little lightweight, and really like apples. A lip gloss I recently purchased is from Buxom, and this is their full-on plumping lip polish in Hazel. This is part of their new collection, and it smells like pumpkin spice. If you're a fan of the plumping lip polishes, I don't see a reason why you would not like this specific shade. It has a very like warm hint to the shade. I am a big fan of this formula. I've been wearing this formula for years now. So I mean, if you like the scents, you will probably like the shade. I know that their new collection has 2 polishes and 2 lip creams, and one of each in each category is pumpkin scented and one of each category is apple scented. So I picked the polish that's pumpkin scented, which is Hazel. Okay, one last product I received in an influencer box to review is from Makeup Forever. And this is their Rouge Artist lipstick in Sassy Rhubarb. I think this is a little extra. So what it does is you take the lid off and then you put it on the bottom. So now you're like an artist. You have this easy, you know, paintbrush to paint your lips with. I've never considered having like a normal size lipstick tube, like a handicap when it comes to putting on my makeup. I actually think this makes it more complicated. The shade Sassy Rhubarb, it's a pretty shade. Like, I don't really have any complaints about the shade. It's very pretty. It's a wearable shade. It's a shade I would love. It's a shade I will wear. But Makeup Forever is very expensive, and I don't think that that shade is unique enough to justify needing this over-the-top packaging. And you could definitely find something dupable at the drugstore, at ColourPop, even from a different brand that you want to support. And there you have it. Those are my reviews of some of the products I've tried recently on my channel. Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys have tried any of these products and how our opinions differ. Are they the same? Definitely let me know in the comments, and let me know if there's anything you're looking me to review coming in the future. Let me know again in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!